Good afternoon, White Plains. Good afternoon, White Plains City School District, and welcome back to school. I know there's still a week between right now and the first day of school for our students next week, but I wanted to take this opportunity to reach out just briefly and reconnect with you. Hopefully you enjoyed the summer. It went fast, right? Kind of feels like it went fast. I think the first back to school commercial I saw was on 4th of July weekend. So we've been gearing up and getting ready for this upcoming week throughout that entire time. And I've got some great updates that I want to share with you today. Of course, there'll be more points of contact as we move into the school year, but welcome back to the 24-25 academic year. It's going to be a great year. We're really excited to welcome kids back. And my own children started school today. So Harrison kicked off his 5th grade year, and Harper moved into a big 2nd grader role. So very exciting in our family, and I know it's exciting in your families as well. It's a great time of year, and a great time of year to celebrate new opportunities, chances to make new friends and to grow and to learn new things. It's just all good. And maybe even for you, moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, and uncles, maybe you get a little break now as the children begin to spend their days back with us. And we're happy to have them. I have to tell you, we miss them over the summer. It's very busy. There's a lot going on. There's no question. We have summer school, so there's always some of our Tigers around, but we do really look forward to welcoming everybody back for the new school year each year in September. So here we are. And I want to take this opportunity to also thank everybody in the White Plains City School District on behalf of the Board of Education and all of us here for all the hard work that took place all summer and getting us ready for our kiddos and welcoming everyone back in the school community next week as well. First day of school pictures, we've done it in the past. We want to keep that tradition alive. Please feel free to share and to send first day of school pictures with us. You can email them to me or Liza Torres here in our office, but we'd love to be able to share them and post them and celebrate together. So feel free to send them along beginning next week. Normal jitters, there's always some normal anxiety that takes place as we think about starting off the new school year. Hey, it's the first day, and we all feel it, whether we're parents or guardians, or whether we're classroom teachers, or whether we're building principals, or even superintendents of school. We all feel those normal jitters, and that's all great, and it's fine, and all of those little anxieties will all be allayed. We have a great team here, as you know, in the White Plains City School District, ready to swoop in and to support our kiddos if there are any concerns as the first day of school and the subsequent days unfold. But if you have any particular concerns, please feel free to reach out to us at any time. You can always email us, you can call us. We are here to assist in any way that we're able, and that is something that will continue throughout the entire year. So please keep that in mind. If you're experiencing something or you're concerned about something related to your child and their experience at school, don't wait. Reach out to us and we'll be happy to assist in any way that we're able. Transportation is one of those issues that does come up each year, and we do our very, very best to make sure that all of our runs and routes are all corrected and ready for the new school year. All of our drivers are working hard to make sure that they know their stops even before the school year starts, but we also know that there are going to be hiccups. We'll do our best to communicate with all of you if there are any issues in terms of buses running late, or any other concerns. And so keep an eye out for messages that may come to you through the K-12 alert system. And it's a great idea to make sure that all of your information, contact numbers, email addresses, they're all updated in the K-12 system as well, so that you receive any updates from your child's school or the school district as the school year progresses. And that's something that you can do now and something you should do each year just in case any of your contact information changes. Friendships. Sometimes we're nervous about our children in terms of socialization and making friends, keeping friends, friends changing. All of that, again, is totally normal. We deal with that every day. And if we can be helpful in trying to make connections, we're happy to do so. We also have an amazing PTA in the White Plains City School District. So please consider joining the PTA, but also taking advantage of all the great opportunities for meetups, play dates, and fundraising opportunities that happen throughout the course of the year. So more information will be coming soon to you as the school year opens up formally, but keep that in mind. that if there are any concerns related to friendships or socialization, that's something that we like to assist with too. So feel free to reach out at any time. Communication, communication, communication. We don't always get everything right in the White Plains City School District, and there are certainly hiccups and things that we can't predict that take place all throughout the school district. We will do our very best to communicate with you as early and often as we possibly can. And you should also feel, absolutely, you should feel very comfortable reaching out to us as well. And you might think, this is a little thing, I don't want to bother the teacher, I don't want to bother the principal, or I don't want to bother you. You're never bothering us. If there's something that's important to you, it's important to us, and we need to know about it so that we can make sure if we need to assist that we can. And that also includes maybe how your child's feeling, if there are concerns, or if there are changes in the family dynamic that may have occurred between last school year and this school year, if there have been any big situations that have arisen that you feel comfortable and you think it's important to share with us, please do. We want to make sure that we know as much as will be helpful to you and your family in terms of being supportive both in school and out of school to the extent that we're able. Technology is something you're going to hear a lot about. We're using it right now to communicate, and whether you're watching this Facebook Live right now or you're watching it later on, I know technology is a part of our life. It is a tool, but like any other tool, it should be used properly. And so we're working very, very hard with our students to make sure that they understand the importance of good digital citizenship or interaction with digital technology. And we know that you're doing the same at home as well. We need to keep this conversation going, however, related to social media engagement. More and more and more, we are seeing the negative effects of social media interactions with students and maybe even adults. And we're trying to do our very best to raise the level of awareness so that parents and guardians know that it's not necessary for students to engage on social media. There are plenty of opportunities throughout the school district and throughout our community where kids can make healthy connections with each other, have friendships, and can get away from some of the negativity and even toxicity that exists in social media. We're also really concerned, and as you are too, about access to mobile devices at all times. We are absolutely having conversations about handling and how we're handling that in schools. In our lower grade levels, it's a way for the day. And you're going to hear more about that from the building principals and the teams at your child's school. But there are no cell phones that are being used in elementary schools or in the middle schools. And they really should be a way for the day at the high school as well. We know that if we're engaged on our phones, we can't possibly be engaged in what's happening right in front of us. And so we want to make sure that we're building those healthy habits, but we also know it's a work in progress. And we're looking forward to feedback from you as well. A great opportunity to meet with groups of parents over the summer to talk about these very topics. And I know we'll be talking more about them as we head into the new year. If you're a parent or guardian of a kindergartner through grade 6 student, you will notice that on the iPads this year, YouTube is restricted. So students are not able to utilize YouTube at home on district devices. And that's something, again, we're going to continue to explore and look at ways that we can support our students and mitigate risk and make sure that we're not inadvertently creating scenarios where there can be problems. I will tell you that probably 8 out of 10 situations of, let's say, negative interactions, negative social interactions, bullying, bothering, there is a social media component, and it usually takes place outside of school and then comes to us in school. So the more that we can work together to raise awareness, and the more that we can work together to support our students to make good decisions when engaging with technology, the better off everybody's going to be. And we do also want to talk about bullying. We know that if there's one incidence of bullying in our schools, we have a bullying problem. And let's be honest with each other. We have a bullying problem everywhere. People who are not engaging with each other in a positive, productive, and just plain nice way, that's a problem. We know you're working hard at home to make sure that your children know how important it is to be kind and to be able to engage with classmates and others in a manner that's respectful and in a manner that will, let's say, build positive relationships rather than making people feel bad. We also know that as children grow and develop, things are going to happen. We're here to work with you and support you. We know you're here to work with us and support us as we make sure that we're doing our very best to decrease the number of instances where students believe that they're in a situation where they are being bullied. However, if your child comes home and says that they're experiencing anything at school where somebody's bothering them, where they're feeling nervous or scared or worried or angry or upset, please make sure you reach out to us early as soon as it happens and let us know. We want to be able to intervene immediately if there's a situation brewing. And we want to make sure that not one of our children ever feels like they are being targeted or feels like they are out there on an island by themselves. So please make sure you feel free to reach out as soon as you think there might be an issue. And we'll keep working with the kids all throughout the year, making sure that we're raising awareness again, being kind to each other, and also making good decisions related to our social relationships. Safety and security is a very, very important topic in our school district. We want to make sure that we're doing everything we possibly can to keep our children and our school community safe and secure at all times. We'll continue with drilling as we have in the past, and of course, you'll be notified when those drills take place. You'll be notified when those drills are completed, and in the event of an actual emergency, an unlikely event, but in the event of an actual emergency, we will communicate with you through the K-12 system, as well as the multimedia devices that we have available to us as quickly as possible. So make sure that, again, your K-12 information is updated, and feel free at all times to communicate with us if you have any questions about that. I did mention facility upgrades, and there are a lot of them. All throughout the school district, we continue to upgrade the HVAC system, so more air conditioning is available now than was in June, and it will keep going as the projects unfold. Fortunately, it looks like next week we're going to have a pretty mild or seasonable week, so hopefully weather is not an issue next week, but as time goes on, more and more of our HVAC systems will be coming online. Projected completion is in the spring of 2025, so right at the end of this academic year. But even as those projects continue, more spaces throughout the school district are air conditioned now than were in the past. In terms of field work, you probably have seen a lot of work's going into the buildings and grounds all throughout the school district, and that's going to continue as we move through the academic year as well, and we'll keep giving you updates as those projects begin to wrap up. You've probably seen the field work that's taking place at Laux. You've probably seen the field work that's taking place in other areas throughout the district as well. We will also be giving you updates on the parking process and procedures that's going to be taking place at White Plains High School. You may have seen that the Damon House has been demolished and making way for the new building that will be connected to White Plains High School. That process will be unfolding throughout the course of the year, and that site will be secured so that everything is safe when our students return to school next week. However, parking and the flow of traffic at the high school will be changed and impacted during the time of construction, and I know that that's a hassle and it's an inconvenience, and we're going to do everything we possibly can to make sure that we inconvenience you as little as possible during construction. But, and as anybody's ever gone through construction knows, there's always some inconvenience that takes place just in terms of having to make room for the work that's happening. But we are very excited as that project continues to move along, and of course it's going to bring more opportunities for our students at White Plains High School in career and technical education as well as the arts, and that'll be very exciting when that comes to fruition as well. We are continuing to move forward with our review of the Department of Special Education and Pupil Services. Keep an eye out for an invitation to participate in focus groups. That will be coming in the next couple of weeks, and if you are interested in participating, you'll have that opportunity, and that will be coming through K-12 alerts as well. I did mention PTA membership. It's important enough to mention again. We are very, very proud of the high level of participation that we have in the White Plains City School District of parents and guardians in our PTA units at the building level and district-wide. It's amazing. We win a lot of awards because of all of the participation. So thank you for that in the past, and thank you to those of you who are joining for the first time this year. And listen, I totally understand, and so many people do as well, that it doesn't mean you can be at every meeting, and that's okay. Everybody participating to the level at which they are able is what makes the PTA so dynamic and such an amazing organization to support our students. Similarly, the Friends of White Plains Public Schools is another amazing organization, foundation that completely supports all of their efforts go to supporting our kids as well. And throughout the course of the year, the Friends of the White Plains Public Schools has events that you can participate in and support the programming. So what do? Things like classroom projects or special events for our students, the Broadway dance opportunities. All of these opportunities are supported by the Friends of the White Plains Public Schools, not to mention scholarships and the like. So another amazing foundation filled with people committed to our Tigers. And when those times come around, and one of them is going to be coming up, I believe, in just a couple of weeks, maybe on Friday the 13th, I think. They're hosting an event here in the city. And again, all of those proceeds go to support our Tigers. Extracurricular activities, after school activities, there's a ton of them. So for those parents and guardians who are interested in your children participating in after school activities, lots happening all throughout the school district and the community. But if you do have questions or you do have concerns related to after school or extracurricular activities, we're always here to answer those questions as well. So lots happening in White Plains. So much to look forward to in the upcoming school year. But most importantly, remember, we are in this together. As parents, as teachers, as community members, every one of us is an important component in a healthy school district. And on behalf of the Board of Education, I have to extend all of my appreciation for all the support that you've always shown our students. 2024, 2025 is going to be the best school year yet. Why? Because we know that we can always grow, we can always learn, and we can always get better. And we're modeling that for our students. So thank you in advance for partnership, for your participation, for your communication, and for your commitment to the White Plains City School District. I am always available to you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns at all, please feel free to reach out. And I look forward to the next academic year right around the corner, and also getting to see you again and supporting your students. So thank you so much, and everybody have a great first day of school. Don't forget to send us those pictures, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Stay strong and stay WP proud. Thanks, everybody. Have a great first day.